Alright, here is a not first look on the Polar Lights event. I know I haven't posted in a while, and that's just because, I moved my PlayStation into my room, I bought myself a phone, I cleaned myself up, and, I'm proud of myself. Anyway, enough bickering, let's get over to these new rewards. The first thing you're gonna notice about these new rewards is the new part right and left pauldron. They're not very durable and they're more for decoration than anything else, but they are useful nonetheless. The next relatively big part you're gonna see is the right and left Nautilus. These are the same thing, again, just for cosmetic use really. So the first real gun you're gonna see is gun. Its fire rate decreases by 16% and its spread reduces up to 80% the longer it fires. The next thing you're gonna see about this new update is a new movement part. It looks oddly suspicious to the hardened track, but just a little off center. This track has a 5 km/h buff against the hardened track, but it also does give 200 less kilograms of tonnage. No real perks or anything, but still pretty nice. Now, the real cabin, we're getting into the juicy part. It's got mid-tier statistics for a heavy cabin, decent cabin speed and tonnage, as well as a really good mass limit. And the ability that this cabin provides with is the weapon that you have on it will overheat and the cabin will accumulate a charge. And each charge reduces the cooling time of all weapons by 35%. Each charge is active until the weapon cools down, and it stacks up to 3 times. It's pretty cool, but I do feel like it is mimicking Favorite a tiny bit, but they've worked really hard on this update with the game center and everything, and I'll get to that in a second. The next part, again, it's deck, just your standard decoration piece. This thing's got 49 durability, and it's decent for the surface area it covers. The next machine gun is a follow-up past Gungnir, and it's nothing. I'll have footage on the screen when I show this, but basically its ability is, after it cools down, it has an extra 5 shots that deal double damage. Not game breaking, but cool nonetheless. The next part you're gonna find on this list is the Captain's Bridge. It's similar to the AVA panel slope, and it's got 56 points of durability with decent weight. So there is technically a new cabin, but it's just a reskin of the Omnibox, and I understand why they did it this way. I know why they didn't add a new cabin and instead just reskinned Omnibox, but I'm still pretty mad about it. They've done a lot of hard work in the update though, so I'll give them that. Next is Moonin. This cabin is pretty decent for drone builds. It's got a little above average speed, and it allows you to specify the attack target of all your drones and increases their damage. Basically doubles it. I should have footage on the screen of this right now. Now the next thing we have is Snowplow. Snowplow is another bumper. It's got a really good durability, coming in at 500 points of durability, and it's very small. which makes a good choice for a lightweight vehicle or something that's just small. I guess not necessarily lightweight. Now, the best part about this update, in my opinion, is the Store 6S. Now, this thing has more blast power and less durability, but I'm fairly certain it has less mass too, and it does fit in a smaller form factor than the Apollo does. I'll have footage on screen of that. Now the next object you're gonna see is the sea mine. It's an explosive object. It works just like the red explosive barrels. Well, I presume. I'm not rich enough to be blessed with the inclusion of this in my range. Now, the game center I was talking about earlier, if you think this is familiar, it's probably because this just replaced the tab that was up here, and it's a new system for it. So you have 7 game modes in mode creation, where you can detail all of the things about the mode, and it's pretty useful if you want to play with your friends. Too bad I don't have any. There's also a couple of preset modes and different things you can play, as well as special battles and brawls with survivors. So, all in all, it's a pretty decent update, and I'll see you again next time. Alrighty, here's a not